So at first we have to know that what is Amazon EC2. So first, Amazon EC2, it stands with Elastic Cloud Computing, or sometimes it is called Elastic Compute Cloud. So Amazon EC2 provides scalable computing capacity in the Amazon Web Service cloud. Using Amazon EC2 eliminates your need to invest the hardware upfront, so you can develop and deploy application faster. You can use Amazon EC2 to launch as many as few virtual servers as you need, configure security and networking, and manage storage. Amazon EC2 enables you to scale up or down to handle changes in requirements or spikes in popularity, reducing your needs to focus traffic. So basically Amazon EC2 is the virtual machine which is provided by AWS. So next we have to know that the features of Amazon EC2. First is instances. Virtual cloud environments known as instances. In Amazon EC2 we create virtual machines. The virtual machines are known as instances in Amazon Web Service. So in my suppose we are creating a virtual machine in Hyper-V, that is a VM. Okay, so that the same thing in Amazon AWS, the virtual machine which we create in AWS, that is called instances. That's it. Next, Amazon machine images. We have a we will create a video with Amazon machine images. There is a separate topic we will discuss, and I will create a different video on that. You just make you understand that just for now, that is it is a pre-configured templates for your instances, that is known as Amazon machine images, AMIs, that package the bits you need for your server, including the operating system and additional software. It is just a template where suppose we need Linux operating system, we need Windows operating system, we need SUSE Linux operating system, we need Red Hat operating system. So in AWS there are created some templates. Suppose we want to create a VM, suppose we have to create a VM, then we have to install operating system and we have to install all the features into it, then the VM will be ready. In the Amazon there is already created that kind of template where is written which kind of operating system you are using. So that kind of images are called AMI. Next, instance types. In instance types is, you can say, this is a one kind of hardware profile where is written your configurations of that particular instances or a VM, like CPU, memory, storage, networking capacity of your instances. That is actually, that hardware profile is actually called instance types. Next, key pairs. Secure login information of your instances using key pairs. AWS stores the public key and you store the private key in the secure place. When we log in that particular instances, we have to provide that private key to log in. When we provide that private key and that information is decrypted by AWS, then only the our server we can log in. So there is a high level security is given there to log in. So key pairs means we have two types of key. We everybody know that if you have a knowledge about cryptographic service, so we have two type of key. One is a public key and one is a private key. If I encrypt the data with a public key, we have to decrypt with private key, or if we encrypt the data with private key, we have to decrypt that public key. That is the rules. Suppose I will just give you a small example. In bank locker, there is two keys are there. One is for customer and one is for bank manager. So which keys are for bank manager, that is a public key which is near shareable to the customer, and for customer there is a key that is called private key. If two keys are used to the locker, then only we can unlock that locker, otherwise not. If we have a customer key, we cannot unlock. If we have a bank manager key, we cannot unlock. We need both of the key to unlock that locker. In the same time, in AWS we have these two key to unlock the operating system or the virtual machines. So public key is never shareable, it is stored in Amazon. We have to provide the private key, and we use the private key to unlock the virtual machines. Next, instance stores volume. So we make a separate video on that, but you just for knowledge, you just know that storage volumes are the temporary data that deleted when you stop or terminate your instances, known as instance store volume. It is a temporary data that deleted when you stop and terminate the instances. Next, Amazon EVS volume. It is a persistent storage volumes for your data using Amazon Elastic Block Storage or Amazon EBS. That is called a Amazon EVS volume. It is actually the storage of the virtual machine where the actual operating system stored. Just like our hard disks. If we have a laptop or a desktop, we have a hard disk to load an operating system and applications, all these things. In the Amazon, that hard disk is called Elastic Block Storage, EBS. Next, regions and availability zone. We already discussed my previous video with the regions and availability zone. We all know that the multiple physical location of your resources such as instances and Amazon EBS volumes known as regions and availability zone. Regions means where the data centers are located, that is region, and availability zone are the data center where it is exactly located. Next, security groups. We also create a separate video for the security group. Just for now, you just know that security group is just a firewall that enables you to specify the protocols, ports, source IP range that can reach your instances using the security groups. It's just like a firewall. You can say this is a firewall. Next, elastic IP address. A static IPv4 address for dynamic cloud computing known as elastic IP address. So elastic IP address is a public IP address through which we can access that EC2 instances or the storage. Next, tag. Metadata known as tags that you can create and assign on Amazon EC2 resources. When you create an Amazon EC2 resources, we have to create a tag, but it is not a mandatory field, it is optional. You may create the tags or you may not create the tags as well. So it's just identifications of that VM, in which purpose we are using that particular VM. So we have to create that tags. It's just a metadata. Next, virtual private cloud. So virtual networks you can create that are logically isolated from the rest of the AWS cloud. Suppose you want to configure, you have 4 virtual machines, you want to configure 2 virtual machines are we can communicate with the public network, and 2 virtual machines we cannot communicate with the public network. So that in that case we have to create the VPC. Yes, VPC. So this is all about EC2. There are lots more things in EC2, so we will step by step will describe. As of now, this is all about EC2. So if my video is informative, please like the video and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get more up to date. Thank you. See you on the next video.